What is up, everybody? How y'all doing? How you doing? Guess what time it is? It's time for the weekly forecast for all my signs. I just dropped a card under the table here. Hang on a second, y'all. Okay, here we go. All right, weekly forecast time for the signs. So I do have a special announcement to make. Some of you have already heard it, but a lot of you may have missed the memo. But first, before I get into that, if you need a personal reading, the information is in the description. I am still doing the weekly live readings for 25 bucks right here on this channel. You can pre-order on my website anytime. They're read in the order of which they come in every Saturday at 11 a.m. Pacific time. Currently, though, I'm still doing the same day readings only as far as the full personal readings go. Now, here's the special announcement. Since February is over, my course, How to Attract Your Life Partner, went bye-bye. But I decided to break out another course for the month of March, Manifesting Financial Abundance. Now, there are some special Easter eggs in that course that you're not going to find anywhere else on the internet, including the science and quantum physics behind how manifestation works. It is my personal contention that that little piece of information is the missing link, the key to why most people cannot figure out how to get it to work. And that is in that course, okay? It might be a lot to bite off and chew. It was for me. It took me over a year to wrap my mind all the way around that concept and how it works. But I have dedicated the last few years of my life to breaking it down and explaining it in a way that's easier to bite off and chew than it was for me. So that course will be available all March long. April 1st, it's going bye-bye. The link for that's in the description of the video as well. All right? Okie dokie, y'all. Let's jump on into this. Aries. Were y'all notified? Is YouTube going to do that thing where it doesn't notify people today? You never know when it's going to do that. You know? It just picks and chooses. I don't know. It's been that way for the last fucking 7 years, man. And I guess they're just never going to fix that problem. Anyway, though. All right, Aries. What are the messages for the Aries family for the week? First week of March. Messages for the Aries family. Ooh, the Empress. Okay, hang on. Some of you could be dealing with a Taurus, possibly. Nine of Pentacles. Moon card. Okay. Okay. So it kind of seems like you might be dealing with somebody who's not fully expressing their feelings for you. Have they ever expressed feelings for you? That's the thing I'm not understanding. Is this a past person? I don't know. But you are dealing with somebody, I think, that you intuitively know that they have much, much, much stronger feelings for you than. There we are. Am I coming in clear? I just put my phone on Do Not Disturb before I came on here because I'm stupid fucking spam calls. I get like 5 of those a day, you know, and I block them and they just call from different numbers, you know. So, but even if you put the phone on Do Not Disturb, it still blacks the screen out when they try to call. Hang on, let me check it real quick. Let me check and make sure I'm coming in clear. Okay, Leah just texted me and says that I am. Okay. All right. Well, thank you, babe. Okay. All right. Okie dokie. So, you're dealing with a situation where there's somebody who has a lot more feelings for you than they're letting on. But we have this death card here. So, it kind of like, I don't know what's going on here, but their failure to open up and express their feelings is greatly reducing the chances that this is ever gonna play out successfully. You know, the more time goes on, the more they're like keeping to themselves and holding their cards close to their chest and not opening up and expressing how they feel, the weaker this connection is getting. And with the Empress right here, I guess maybe some of you could have kids with this person possibly, but there is potential for long-term stability here. But not if they're shutting down and not opening up and expressing how they feel. It's just, the more time rolls on, it's just chipping energy off, and it's just getting weaker and weaker and weaker and weaker as time goes on. That's really all this is telling me. I guess some of you could be dealing with a Pisces. I also have Scorpio, Libra, Leo, Taurus. Could be anybody. Those are just energies. Okay, well, that was a little too fucking general. I guess let's get some advice for Aries. Let's just get the advice, whatever. Hopefully you know what I'm talking about, because that didn't make no sense to me. What's the advice for Aries? Advice. Three of Cups. This is saying focus on your money. Man, it's time to hit the ground running, boo-boo. Look, check this out. I've been telling people this a lot here lately, and I have a feeling I'm probably going to be saying this a lot in this video today. So just to let you know, this is a very important message. It's becoming very apparent that this Pisces season is pretty damn heavy. It's pretty damn heavy because, hey, Aries season, you know that's the real New Year, right? That's the real New Year. And it's time to release well, not any, but as much baggage as possible. As much unprocessed karmic baggage. Time to walk away from any connection that's weighing you down and holding you back. Get whatever closure you need to get. Make whatever amends you need to make. Whatever it is you need to do. Doesn't matter. I don't care what it is. I don't care what it is. It's getting to a point where this next cycle we're about to move into is going to be the beginning of the fucking end. This Aries season marks a new cycle where nothing is going to be the same. Period. So I would say that if somebody's acting like that, hey, all right then. I'm letting go of you and I'm moving on, at least for now. That's not necessarily a death sentence. That doesn't mean we can never connect, but right now you holding me back. You holding me back right now. Think about that, man, because you got blessings waiting for you. You got blessings waiting for you. And again, we're all like a boat with a bunch of anchors. You know, and we're just dragging along the ocean, dragging these fucking anchors, and there's so many blessings waiting for us up there. You know, and all them anchors that we're dragging along the ocean floor slowing us the fuck down. It's time to cut those goddamn fucking chains. Release that weight. As much of it as you possibly can. So, and focus on that money, boo-boo. Speaking of which, look, that kind of reminds me of this. Kind of oddly depicted in this deck right here, but sword stuck in your boat, anchors dragging the ocean floor. Okay, all right, that was kind of weird. Whatever. All right, let's see what we have for Taurus. Taurus, what are the messages for the first week of March? What are the messages for Taurus? Messages for Taurus for the first week of March. Queen of Pentacles reverse. Ooh. Looks to me like you're closing out a karmic cycle. Yeah, okay. Hey, it looks like a clearing of the air is happening between you and somebody. Ooh, I'm seeing a lot going on here. What did I just get done talking about? I told you, I already knew. I already knew this is going to come up. This is going to come up in today's video. I already knew it. I don't know if this is going to be the main theme, because every time I do an all signs, there's always this one big theme that like at least 9 or 10 of the signs all share. Now, I don't know if this is it specifically, but I already knew this is going to come up. Closing out a karmic cycle, releasing some karmic vibrational baggage, and that's making way for something newer and more successful to come in. The only thing, though, is that this is probably gonna be a bit of an uncomfortable process. One of those types of situations that feels a little bit weird, feels a little bit funny. You know, I don't know if you ever done that before, where you fell out with somebody in the past and you had that closure conversation and it just doesn't quite feel right. You know, it feels kind of fake. It feels kind of forced, but you just go ahead and do it anyway. You might even walk away with more questions than answers. But I've said this a million times, man. That is about the only thing I can think of right now off the top of my head that is an exception. That I am not about being fake and inauthentic. But the only exception that I will make is when it comes to getting closure. Okay? Even if it's fake closure, still get that closure. Even if it's fake, even if it feels fake, you know, that's still a step in the right direction. It may not be a very favorable experience there in the moment, but if you let that sink in, okay, that's changing the course of your energetic pathway moving forward. Be patient. Big picture, that's going to energetically impact you in a very positive way in the long run, especially when new blessings start coming in. That's what I'm thinking this week is all about for you. Some of you dealt with a Pisces. I also have Libra, Leo, Gemini, Aquarius. Could be anybody. Those are just energies. Any advice for Taurus? Any advice? Whoa. Oh, look at that. Death card, man. Death card. Don't fight the process of change that's happening right now. Don't fight the process of change. Hang on. Because we all going through a death process right now, y'all. We all going through. And it's like there's two kinds of people right now. The people who are fighting the process, they have no idea what's going on. And they're absolutely losing their fucking minds, having meltdowns, shitting their pants. You know, they're fighting the process. They're going to have an extremely uncomfortable 2025. Extremely. I don't care who you are. I don't care what your sign is. We're going through a death process right now. Okay? Don't fight that process. Pay attention to that internal guidance system. When you feel like you're being nudged to do something, you know, somebody from the past crosses paths with you, follow that. Yeah. So you're being given the opportunity right now to cut one of those sandbags. Cut one of them sandbags that's holding you down, keeping you from ascending to the next frequency. So yeah, just don't fight that death process. And trust the process. I know people hate that. People hate it when you say that. And hey, don't get it twisted. That's not the end all be all 100% of the time. Okay? That's the thing you have to understand about spiritual advice. Spiritual advice is not, a piece of spiritual advice. There is no one piece of spiritual advice that's the end all be all solution 100% of the time. There's a time and a place for everything. There's a time and a place for everything. So when it comes to trusting the process, there's a time and a place for that. There's a time and a place to get in there and dig your heels in and work your ass off and make shit happen. Okay, there's a time and a place for that. There's also a time and a place to step the fuck back and get out of the way. And just let the universe do what it's got to do. Okay? Neither one of those two things is the solution all of the fucking time. Spiritual wisdom is knowing when to implement one or the other, and what's the right time for this one and what's the right time for that one. This Pisces season, we're making changes that are moving us into a world that's unlike anything any of us have ever imagined. So there's no point in getting in there and trying to work your ass off too hard to try to make shit happen, because you don't know what the fuck you're doing. None of us do. We don't know what we're doing because what's coming is unlike anything any of us have ever experienced before. So you're not going to be able to figure out how to make things happen and whatnot. So right now, this Pisces season is a time to trust the process. Okay? All right. Gemini. 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 What are the messages for the Gemini family for the first week of March? Messages for Gemini. Woohoo! Star card. Some of you dealing with an Aquarius. Ooh, 7 of Wands. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. Wow, this is all over the place, dude. This is so scattered. Kind of feels like there's somebody giving you the silent treatment. And I can't tell if they're doing it on purpose or not. That's what I'm trying to figure out here. They're either ignoring you on purpose or they don't even notice you. I can't tell which is which. This 7 of Wands right here kind of feels like they got their guard up. Kind of feels like somebody that's very guarded towards you and is trying to keep a distance from you. Are you interested in, this may only be 1 or 2 of you, but are you interested in somebody that's already in a relationship? I know that's not all of you. That may only be 1 or 2 of you, but if you're interested in somebody that's already in a relationship, I'm being told to tell you, leave that person the fuck alone. Leave them the fuck alone. Whatever that means. But I know that's not the majority of you. I'm thinking the majority of you, this feels like either a past person or a potential new person, somebody you're interested in, and it just kind of feels like they got their guard up, keeping you at a distance. Unless you've never said or done anything to indicate your feelings. If you've never said or done anything to indicate your feelings, that may not be very many of you, but I don't even think this person notices you. I don't think so. I don't think so. It looks like this person has so much other shit going on in their life right now. But if you're dealing with a past person, though, if this is somebody you've had a past history with, I think they're being pouty and, you know, getting a little attitude and just giving you the silent treatment just to try to jab at you silently, you know? That's what that feels like to me. Could be a Taurus for some of you. Who do I have here? Taurus, Aquarius, and that's it. Oh, I got Pisces here too. All right. Well, so I'm getting there. Like I said, this is so scattered. For some of you, this is a past person. For others of you, this is a potential new person. For others of you, it's just a love interest that you've never even really made a move on, never spoken to. I don't know. I tried to cover them all, though. I tried to cover them all. All right, well, let's get some advice. Let's get some advice for Gemini. Let's get some advice. Ooh, 8 of Pentacles. Focus on your work and your finance. 2 more. Oops, 1 more. Hang on. So I don't know who needs to hear this, but some of you have been on a solo path for a while. It's been kind of by yourself for a while. For those of you who have been on a solo path, kind of by yourself for a while, there's nothing out of place in your life. If you've been at a place where the universe is not really bringing anybody into your life, not really any friends, no potential relationships, that's happening for a reason, for a very specific reason. You're being prepared for the next level. You're being prepared for the next level. And bringing somebody into your life right now could very easily sabotage your path. Very easily. I know, like I've been saying that, Pisces season, the closing of an old cycle, Aries season, the beginning of a new cycle. To me, in my opinion, everybody sees it differently. But I'm not a big fan of Pisces season. I find it very uncomfortable. It's kind of like, you ever sit and like watch a movie that you're not really digging that much, and it's just fucking annoying, and you can't wait. Like you go to the movies. Like say, for example, you go to the movies with somebody, and you just agree to go, and it turns out you don't really like the movie that much, and it's already been going for a fucking hour, and you're like, God damn, how long is this movie? Another 30 minutes, and then just 30 minutes just drags on. You're like, God damn, come on, is it almost over? Come on, that's what March feels like to me. Come on, let's get it over with. I'm trudging through the mud, through this heavy ass shit. So it could very easily sabotage your path, bringing somebody into your life right now. Very easily. Trust me, you have another soul contract due to come in. Trust me, you do. And that person will not come in a minute sooner or a minute later than they're supposed to. Not a minute sooner or a minute later. So if you have your eye on somebody specifically, well, whether you do or not, doesn't matter. Things are going the way they're supposed to right now. They just are, man. They just are. I don't like it either. Things are moving so slow right now. I'm impatient too. I get it. I'm right there with you. Trudging through the mud. But we just got to get this Pisces season out of the way. And yeah, I did confirm that there are 2 eclipses. One at the very, very end. It's a partial solar eclipse. But 2 eclipses, Mercury retrograde. We're in pre-shadow now, and a couple of other retrogrades. I gotta look at what those are. But it's gonna be a heavy ass month, man. Chill, relax. Don't try to force anything to happen. Don't try to fight for anything to happen. Yeah, you're good though. You are pointed in the right direction. Okay. All right, Jesus. Hang on a second. Oh, no, I need to get my sage, dude. Oh. I'm going to have to break this up at some point. Who was that? Gemini? Okay, we got Cancer coming up here. Let's clear the air a little bit. Boo, boo, boo. Cancer. What deck do I want to use for the Cancerian Collective? Cancer, nah, this one. Cancer, Cancer. Mm-hmm. Cancer, Cancer. Mm-hmm. What are the messages for the Cancerian Collective? Universe, Source, Spirit. Oh, King of Swords. Some of you dealing with an air sign, possibly. Could be a Leo for some of you. Oh, the Tower card. All right. So this feels like something that either recently came to an end or something that's about to. Tower card is the very first card in the main spread. I don't know, man. Maybe this was something that already kind of came to an end. We have the Two of Cups right here and the Six of Cups. That kind of feels to me like reconnecting with somebody from the past. That's what it feels like to me. But I don't, some of you dealing with the Aries also have Capricorn here. It's hard to say. We have Two of Swords, Two of Wands, both reversed right here. So a decision is being made, but I don't know what that decision is. Are you reconciling with this person? What's going on here? What is going on? It's not even telling me. Lover's card reversed. You know what it is? Okay. I think you're briefly reconnecting with somebody from the past. Yeah. And some of you already had your mind made up, though. That's the thing. But it really, really, really is reinforcing that the energy between the two of you just isn't the same. It's just not the same. And that just reinforces, that completely reinforces your feelings toward the situation. Actually, honestly, with the Nine of Swords reversed and the Lover's card reversed, it might actually make it easier for you to completely release this, reconnecting with this person. It very well may. Some of you dealt with a Virgo, possibly. By the way, for some of you, this person may kind of dress this up and make it look like something that was just random and spontaneous. I don't know how they would do that, but I'm being told to tell you there's nothing random about this. I think this person has had their eye on you planning this out for a while now. I think so. I think so. Isn't that I think it's just Mercury retrograde season, man. Mercury retrograde season is when people connect with past people. Let's get the advice. What advice do we have for Cancer? What's the advice? Ooh, King of Cups again. Okay, so this is tedious. All right, so there's a few different groups of you, and I'm only going to talk to one specific group of you. I'm only talking to the group of you who are considering or interested in reconciliation. Because I know it's already telling me that there's a bunch. Look, see, same cards. Two of Swords, Two of Wands reversed. There's already a bunch of you who have your mind made up. Like, no, that ain't happening. Fuck it. I'm done. Okay. In your case, I would say just go through the motions and, do the best you can to not get energetically attached to this person. But for those of you considering reconciliation, I'll say this. I got a lot of wiggle room here. Okay. So I can definitely meet you in the middle. What are we looking for when it comes to reconnecting with a past person? Whether or not you should bring somebody from the past back into your life. What is the number one most important key factor that we're looking at? Whether or not they have changed, right? That's the most important thing. Now, that's not even talking about the changes that you need to make, okay? I don't care who you are. I don't care what your sign is. Under no circumstances does just one person need to change. It's not the way it works. But that's a different topic for a different time. We're not talking about that right now. Right now, we're talking about whether or not this person has changed. So, how do you determine whether or not somebody from the past has changed? How do you do that? Well, first of all, time. Time. Second of all, and I think this is the most important. This is the most important. If let's say me and you were close and then we fell out in the past, and you come back because you want to be a part of my life again, and I'm considering it. You know what I'm gonna do? I ain't going to listen to a goddamn thing you say. Your words mean nothing. What I'm going to do is I'm going to watch how you treat everyone else. That's what I'm going to watch. That's what's going to tell the truth about you. I'm going to watch how you treat your friends. I'm going to watch how you treat your family. I'm going to watch how you treat the fucking waiter at the restaurant. That's what's going to tell me the truth about you, because of course you're going to have your best foot forward towards me. Of course. Duh. I'll watch how you treat everybody else. If I still see you talking behind other people's backs, telling other people's secrets, lying to people blatantly right in front of me, and oh yeah, people do that. Oh, people will tell a lie right in front of you, knowing that you know they're lying. Don't care. They'll do it right in front of you. Because some people are actually stupid enough to think, well, they wouldn't do it to me because I'm special. Not a fuck you ain't. I ain't special. Ain't nothing special about me. You gonna do me the exact same way you doing everybody else. Now, if I see you genuinely walking in truth, integrity, and humility towards everybody for fucking months, I'm gonna be like, God damn, maybe you did make a genuine change. Holy shit. Okay, cool. Then my guard will start to come down. And it takes time. Think about that. Careful with that. I'm not going to tell you not to do it. I'm just going to say, if you want to bring somebody from the past back into your life, there's some things you want to look for. All right. Leo. What are the messages for the Leo family for the first week of March? Uh-oh. Two of Cups reversed. Damn, Ace of Cups reversed. All right. Woo, Lover's card, though. Some of you dealing with a Sagittarius. I also have Gemini. Could be a fellow Leo for some of you. It kind of feels like somebody you're not really coming together with. The only thing I can't tell, though, is whether or not it's a past person. I guess take it how it resonates. Feels to me, I guess if it's a current person, the only thing I could say about this is it's unrequited love. If it's a current person, but this feels like either past person or love interest. It's like there's this you feel a really intense connection, but mixed signals and mixed messages coming from the person. But I'm thinking you're kind of driving yourself a little bit nuts because you don't know if it's actual mixed signals or if it's you interpreting it in mixed ways. You know, you don't know is it just me? Is it just me wishing this into existence, or are they sending me mixed signals, or am I just interpreting mixed messages and it's me, you know? But it don't look like a love offer's being made. Don't look like the two of you are coming together. And like I said, when it all comes down to it, it looks like no new start in love. Okay, well, I don't know. I'm kind of feeling like this person do got some feelings for you, though. I think so, because the King of Cups is right there in the heart of the spread, but it's also right next to the King of Swords. So for those of you wondering whether or not they're sending mixed signals or you're just interpreting them in mixed ways, they're sending you mixed signals. I don't know who needs to hear that, but there's absolutely mixed signals coming from this person. You're not misinterpreting the energy that they're sending. You're interpreting it correctly. You are. You are. I don't want to keep hammering on this point, man. Death card, karmic wheel. Maybe that is the main theme that most of the signs are going to share for the week. Pisces season, man. Shedding vibrational baggage. Getting ready for Aries season. And it's actually something similar came through for the Taurus reading. Okay, so shedding vibrational karmic baggage and making way for blessings to come in. Man, I'm going to tell you what, I'm not saying that it's happening during Aries season, but I am saying that Aries season is the launch that is launching lots of you on the path towards blessings that you couldn't imagine. Couldn't imagine. Out of this fucking world blessings. And Aries season is the trigger being pulled. Pow! Because that Aries energy is like a gun. Aries is like a bullet. Pow! You know? The bullet doesn't think about, well, should I hit that target or that target? Oh, I might not want to go that way because I might hit that. No. Pow! It just goes, you know? And that's what's about to happen, man, come Aries season. And this Pisces season, especially Mercury retrograde, is preparing us all to be launched onto a totally new path. And I hate to use the word karma, but I can't think of a better word to use. And we're all going to be getting karma. Again, I hate that word, but it's going to be whatever vibrations that you're resonating with. If you're resonating with happiness, excitement, love, prosperity, joy, abundance, man, I'm going to tell you what, you got blessings waiting for you on the horizon. Man, if you're one of them people right now who's losing your mind, and there's lots of them out there, losing your mind, shitting your pants, have no idea what's going on, fighting against the process. I'm not saying that you don't have blessings coming. It's just coming for you much later on down the line, and you're going to have a really uncomfortable 2025. Extremely. But hey, it'll be all good in the long run, as soon as you find out what the hell's been going on. Okay, let's get the advice. Who are we on right now? Leo? Are we on Leo? I think we're on Leo. Let's get some advice for Leo. What's the advice for Leo? What's the advice? Dude, look. Told you. I had a feeling, man. We already talked about all that. I'm not just going to repeat the same damn thing that was in the last. Does anything else want to come through other than what we just talked about? That's the karmic wheel, by the way. Anything else want to come through? Ooh, keep the faith. Keep the faith. I know that's like the trendiest fucking shit you can say, but you don't understand how difficult it is. Faith, okay, faith doesn't mean I'm confident because I know what's going on. That's not what faith means. Faith means I have no fucking clue what's going on right now. I genuinely don't know what tomorrow is going to bring. I have no idea what's going to happen, or how, or when, or where, or why. But I'm fucking trusting that the universe knows what it's doing. I'm trusting that one of these days this shit's going to make sense. That's real easy to sit and talk about when things are going good. But man, when you're in the middle of some bullshit, that's hard as fuck. Isn't it? Oh, I know. It's hard for me too. It's hard for me too. Just because I know this shit don't make it easy. I struggle with it too. You got to constantly remind yourself to keep that faith in the process. Because there is not a soul walking the face of this earth that knows exactly how everything is going to play out. Not even the people pulling the strings and making the decisions know exactly how it's going to play out. Not exactly. So think about that before you sit and let yourself be devoured by anxiety and